Hello students, and welcome to this lesson called Factors. Okay, so what are factors? I asked that question in class today and we seemed to be pretty confused about it. Well, here's the good news. The good news is that you actually already know what factors are, you just don't know that you know what factors are. Let's take 1 times 6, for example. And 1 times 6 equals a product of 6. And if you didn't know that already, the answer in a multiplication problem is called the product. We're really going to stress math vocabulary a lot this year to help strengthen our understanding of math. Okay, so this is not called the answer, it's called the product. Alright, so what are the names then for 1 and 6? Do they have a name? Yes, they do, and guess what they're called? They are called factors. So factors are just numbers that you multiply to get a product. So my next question is, are there any other factors of 6? Think about that. Pause the video. See if you can think whether or not there are any more factors of 6, and then on pause to find out the answer. Okay, hopefully you came up with 2 and 3. Because when you multiply 2 times 3, you also get a product of 6. So 2 and 3 are also factors of 6. So if we wanted to list all the factors of 6, we could do this. Put 6 down, and I'm going to go ahead and put a colon, and then I'm going to list the factors of 6. And the best thing for us to do is to list them in order from least to greatest. So the first one would be 1, then 2, then 3, and 6. Now, let's double check. Have we found all the factors of 6? Here's a cool way that you can try to figure that out. When you have all the factors of a number listed like this, you can make sure that each digit has a partner that it would match up with to multiply to get 6. So here's what I mean. 2 would match up with 3 because 2 times 3 equals 6. And 1 would match up with 6 because 1 times 6 equals 6. So since we found a partner for all the digits, it looks like we have found all the factors of 6. Let's practice again with the number 12. What are the factors of 12? Well, we can always start with 1 because 1 is a factor of every number. You most likely learned that when you first started learning about multiplication, that 1 goes into every number. So 1's always a factor, so we'll start with 1 every time. Now, is 2 a factor of 12? Since 12 is an even number, then 2 is a factor of 12. Alright, so I'm going to continue on just listing some factors, and I'm going to purposely make some mistakes, and I want to see if you can catch them. I'm going to try to list all the factors of 12. 1, 2, 3, 6, and 12. Pause the video right here, please, and see if you can identify any mistakes that I made in finding the factors of 12. Okay, hopefully you realized that in my factors of 12, I'm missing 1. And here's again how you could figure that out. It's the same trick we used a minute ago when we were finding the factors of 6. Let's find the partners for each of these digits. What number would partner up with 2 to multiply together to get 12? That would be 6. 2 partners up with 6. 2 times 6 equals 12. What would partner up with 1 to multiply to get 12? Well, that would be 12. 1 times 12 equals 12. But what partners up with 3? Oh, 3 should partner up with 4. And we don't have 4 listed, so guess what? We missed one of the factors of 12. And that is 4 should have been right there. So the factors of 12 actually are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. See, now all of these have a partner. 3 partners up with 4, 2 partners up with 6, and 1 partners up with 12. What if I was a student that was trying to find the factors of 12 and I thought they were 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, and 12? Well, again, I'm probably going to catch my mistake here when I go to find all of the partners. So I partner up 3 and 4. 3 times 4 equals 12. Partner up 2 times 6 equals 12. I'm going to do the other partners down below since I ran out of space. 1 partner's up with 12. They all have partners except for 8. Why doesn't 8 have a partner? Because you can't multiply 8 times anything to get 12. So 8 is actually not a factor of 12. Okay, sticking with 12 just for one more minute, I want to teach you one more thing. Whenever you're finding the factors of a number, this is a pretty cool trick. So let's say we were finding the factors of 12, and we know 1 is a factor, 2 because 12 is an even number, 3 because we know 3 times 4 equals 12, and so there's 4. And then 6 because we know 6 times 2 equals 12. And now here's the trick I want to teach you. Whenever you're going through like this, listing the factors from least to greatest, whenever you get to the factor that's half of the number that you're finding the factors for, in this case 6 is half of 12, then you automatically know that the next factor is going to be the number itself. So again, I was listing the factors of 12. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and I know 6 is half of 12, and that automatically tells me in my mind that the next factor is 12. The reason for that is because since 6 is half of 12, then no other number that's larger than 6 could possibly go into 12. 7 can't, because 7 times 2 would be 14, 8 times 2 would be 16, 9 times 2 would be 18, 10 times 2 would be 20, 11 times 2 would be 22, so no other number larger than 6 can be a factor of 12. Okay, now that you know all about factors, here's what I would like you to do on a sheet of paper and bring to class tomorrow. I would like you to find all of the factors of 18. That's it. Just find all the factors of 18. Use the strategies that I taught you to make sure that you have found all the factors. Don't forget, after you list what you think are all the factors, go through and partner up the numbers that you found and make sure that all of the digits have a partner. And if they do, then most likely you have found all the factors of 18. See if you can do this on your own with no help from a parent or family member after watching the video. Give it your best shot. If you are struggling, then get some help. And it might be that a parent or a family member might have some other cool strategies to teach you about how to find factors that I didn't mention in this video. Okay, so again, make sure that you come tomorrow to school prepared with your piece of paper that shows all the factors of 18. One other thing, after finishing this video, please make sure you follow the link that's below the video on our class website to take you to a site called Study Jams, which will have another video that teaches you more about factors. That video will only work if you are on a device that plays Flash. If you're on an iPad, it probably won't work unless you're using a special downloaded browser. Okay, so if you can, follow that link, watch that video. It's called a Study Jam. It will teach you more about factors, and just make sure that you come tomorrow with all the factors of 18. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you learned a lot about factors.